So, fellas, we're gonna do a few. I call it a night. Just had that little late night itch. Get that itch out the way and go to sleep. If you're a night owl, welcome to the stream. The thing is, I know what I want to do. I just gotta stop being lazy sometimes. And just go out there and just do it.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Ready. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Now a man who won a rushing title wearing silver and black. Here's Josh Jacobs. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Down. Ready. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground. Let's go now. Play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here we go. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. Gain of 7 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Go Pete. Dobbs headed in motion. Hey, Green. Ready. And the big back, A.J. Dillon. Finding room to the 20. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Let's go. They'll run with Dillon. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Ready. They'll run with Jacobs. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And this is taken in by the defense. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field. but then fumble down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you're
Had
just
Jacobs for
wanna cover
5 years. I know he
Of course,
fumbles.
a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
Right to the air is O'Connell. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to...
Here's 3rd and 2. Now O'Connell. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Vegas. From the gun, it's O'Connell. That's caught by Abdullah. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Shotgun. O'Connell. Off he goes. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll run with Bowdy. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support. Second and 7. O'Connell to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. Space to run inside the 20. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it up. And the Packers are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Set, ready.
First play of the drive, and here's Joe. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Needle blue. Come on, set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. In trouble, and down he goes. Packers going to use their final timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Set.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He's got room past the 35. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Set. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he will score. Jaden Reed, touchdown, Green Bay.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first and 10, here's O'Connell. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Here's O'Connell. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. To throw is O'Connell. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards. O'Connell going to throw on first and 10. To the goal line and in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, cycle. Ready?
Now Love. This one. Up top for Dobbs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. O'Connell to throw on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
On second down, O'Connell. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Let's go. 79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. They'll look to throw yet again. Going for it all. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Clock, 10. Striker, 3-3. Set.
On first down, it's Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Shot, 17. Set, hut.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
Ready, break. Down.
Here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
52. 6. Mega.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That is brought in. He is in. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Right. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Throwing is Love. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. He'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Go! They'll look to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. Ready up. So, got it. Ready? Come 19. Come 19. Here we go. Set. Go. On 1st down, it's O'Connell. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
Clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now, let's check on the flag. Throwing on 2nd down. O'Connell. That's caught. And he's into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up. We got ourselves a ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. They took the shot, but it doesn't pan out. They'll remain down by 1 here in the 4th quarter. So it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
First and 10.
Let's go. 22 needle. Ready.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Smash. Red. Here we go. Set. Claws red. Hut.
To throw is Love. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
Yellow. Zoom. Green jack. Blue striker. Cut.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. He's got it! And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here is 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try to run this one in. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Now 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. No signal, and we will not get one. He stopped short, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Let's get a camera on this defensive coordinator, Mike. He's got to be fired up from what he sees from this defense. Huge stop there, no gain, forces a 4th down.
Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's 4th and goal. They'll run here. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, you find yourself in field goal range. If it's successful, you take the lead. But they're thinking they want to put this game on the backs of their offense. They decide to go for it and fail. But the real story is, what a stand by this defense.
They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a timeout, Vegas. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Go. Set.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
You know, as they say, hindsight being 20/20, but they probably would have been better off just leaning on the ground game to close this one out. Instead, they decided to put the ball in the air, and now in the blink of an eye, all the pressure suddenly shifts to their defense to try to close this one out.
Now the Raiders going to use their third and final timeout. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to win the game. This kick is good.
GG's.
So this one, a win for
Had
the
to Eddie.
visiting Raiders.
Had to use him a
This
thinking
one
cap for that.
went all the way down
Play
to
the
wire.
game to win at that
Field
point.
goal with zeros on the clock seals the deal.
Aiden did alright,
They feel
73.7%
like they
completion.
stole this one. They
Kind
get
of
the
got
victory
cheated on that
on the
interception on
game's
the
final
RPO,
play.
but, you know, shit happens. 14-19. Goddamn Bowers, bro, I'm telling you. I try to tell people, man, two-man under is not a defense, bro. If you're using two-man under at any point, you need to just goddamn salvage your fucking game, bro. Turn that shit into GameStop. Get you some store credit, bro, because two-man under is not how you play defense. That shit gets cooked. And that's what Bowers was eating off of. Let me kind of go look at this pig. I don't know why I even throw this. I went to a... Came out earlier doing like some China routes and stuff, and I typically have success with like seam flats versus China routes. So you can see right there, he runs the little whip China route, and the seam flat sits right on it, which is why I like it. But you got to show blitz with it. So if you're going to sit there and spam China routes like that, seam flat's going to cover it perfectly, especially if they're like crossing like that. So that's just one thing that I've kind of picked on versus gun tight. Most of the time, if you see them do it once, they're going to keep coming back to it. You know, you see China routes, whip routes, those seam flats. Play those pretty good on the release. So it's something that, you know, I kind of picked up on. Probably catch it again right here. Caught him in man coverage. You already know it, especially with Stokes. Stokes is not an outside DB, bro. Like, not from Madden. Blitz with him with his speed. Other than that, you're not really going to cover anything. Came out in the 3-3 versus his wing slot. Get double-edge pressure on it with the slot. DB, good job. Like I said, two-man under is like the worst defense you can play. The worst. Like, look at that release that Bowers gets. It's just fucking insane. exposing two-man under with the smoke screen. Take his best corner completely out of the play. Got Jair over there just covering grass pretty much, because I ain't even going to throw it to that. Well, I try to tell y'all, man, don't put your best corners on the outside, man. You got playmakers like that, put them in the slot. I think he got over the top on me on this one. I was trying to... Jacobs did a good job picking that up. I ain't even going to lie. When Jacobs got the awareness. I mean, that's what awareness does, you know. I probably could have just blitzed Diablo. Like, if I come out in that situation again, and I know I'm doing all that, I might as well just blitz Diablo and just send the max heat. So I just kind of keep that in mind. Probably should have waited on that. He wasn't in what I thought he was in. It was like a shade underneath. I had him beat, but I was trying to see. I think he put him in an outside third. Some weird shit happened from him, or a quarter or something. I'm not sure. Could have manned him up. I don't know. Yeah. I give him the cover 2 look, so he'll go, because I know he's going to go vert on this side. So most of the time, people will go like, sometimes there's 2 variations of vert. You're going to have the cross, the seam vert, and the fade vert. And then over here, you would have like either an owl and a, go, or you would have, him run a up, go, and him like run something out. But he went all goes with a crosser underneath, and I made the adjustment here. This is how you pretty much want to do it. It's going to be mid read on him, safety third on him, outside DB adjustment third on him, and then your seam flat I put on there should kind of trail behind 11, so you have bracket on him in case he runs like an out route or something. All right, so that's pretty much how it's going to cover. You're going to have mid read on the tight end. Safety's going to be playing the vertical threat, so if there's anything that crosses, he'll play short to high. But I just wanted to kind of take him out of the equation, make him think he had a one-on-one with my fastest DB. I get to kind of pick over there. I just don't know why you would send a running back on a vertical route. Like, run him on a check down or something, give him a comeback, give him a smoke screen, like something. Don't send your running back vertical. They don't have the route running. They kind of killing him with this. I kind of went with a cover 4 beater. He was running a lot of drop early in the game. I don't know what he was doing with his user, so we just go with the speed out, revert, and corner. Run the corner under. Nice little play for Bowers. Get this one off to Bowers, too. All right, so what I'm doing, cover 4, like early in the game, he was running a lot of 4 drop. So I was kind of manipulating him. So we'll go back to the earlier plays. They don't have it. So I had a 5 and a 7. Try to see if I had any more. All right, so they're not going to have those unless it was in the first half. No. All right, so they're not going to show the speed out that I was running. But what I would do is I would have like a vert and a stem short speed out. And it basically got his user to kind of watching it now. So now if I got the stem short speed out, we got the check down route there. And then I'm going to put a post right there. He's vert to clear out. All right. So as you can see, he's going to chase the speed out. Now I don't have to worry too much about that because this is the deepest route on the field. That quarter over the top is going to be on it. Nothing's going short, so these 2 routes are going to kind of dumb out. All right, they're just going to sit and cover grass. So you can watch, you get over the top of them. You see right there. Pretty simple concept. I think early in the game, I was just trying to get some good runs here and there, just try to get some plays. But didn't really have the ball as long as I wanted. You're not always going to have that, especially when people try to chew the clock on you. But just trying to give y'all some route concepts to work with. Based off what y'all see.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And it looks like the defense has got it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that... can do for you as he'll be backed up to start this drive. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Love now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far? They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
It's so tight.
Packers. Josh Jacobs taking
No,
it in
just
from
tough to
7
do it.
yards away. And the Packers are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. To throw here, O'Connell. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Back to throw, O'Connell. That's to Bowers once again. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Throwing, O'Connell. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Yo, P.I.
But it's incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And once again, O'Connell back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
On the ready. Here we go, set.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll work down inside the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing, Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Love from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Open man down the field. It's Bowers. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And O'Connell now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's O'Connell. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. O'Connell working from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. That came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now O'Connell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Off the play fake, Love. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now it's O'Connell. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
GG's. Got him. Been adding some new stuff, man. I've been thinking about some concepts to add. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple since he didn't let me look at the highlights to show you what I was doing. Kind of bring you inside my mind for a little bit. Show you what I was doing to attack his cover 3 match. Give y'all some concepts that y'all can bring. I'm not sure if he made any adjustments or not. I'm just going to go based off of the concepts that I was doing. It's like he did like a match blitz, I think. So I gotta find a match blitz. I should not have a cover 3 match blitz. Alright, so there's this one. Alright, so basically all you gotta do is throw the in route. You don't want to run it vertically. You want the in route Because see, what's going to happen is you should be able to throw the post over it. So yeah, the safety drops down. That's what you want to attack. Slow it down. It's a lot easier than trying to send verticals and shit. So he's basically blitzing that side. So that's the seam flat safety. So you're forcing the seam flat safety to come down and trail. And you're basically getting that post underneath on the third. So that's basically all it is. If they have auto flip on, it should be the same thing every single time. The receiver on the running back side, the post needs to go come back. All right, that's kind of so boom. Just wait on it, and it's pretty much what I was killing him in that game. Every time I seen I felt like he was in the cover 3. Really all I needed to do. Too much. Just wait for him to come down, and that's it's going to kill cover 3 match. All right, that's if they're blitzing. Now I think I did one where he, was in like a straight 3 match. But it wasn't blitzing. So we'll test it on there. I think I was able to get behind it, so what I did, I think I did a speed out. Yeah, there's a little room to get it. You just gotta. Most of the time, the user's gonna cake on that, but you can see the route's kind of just getting open. Just gotta make sure I put a double team on him. Yeah, so that'll be cover 3 match all day. If you're playing someone, that's all they're running, you'll do that. Now, if they get to where the user is trying to take the post away, then obviously you have outside shifted on the underneath route. So if you wait on it, you see right there, you'll have that little underneath route in case they try to take the post away. So that was the concept that I kind of added in there. Obviously, there's other ways to attack. So like I could go. So I had a post, vert, and then the corner. You can get a good speed on. You can attack it that way. But the other way is probably a little bit more consistent. You can basically take the user out of the box. You take the user out of the box, then you can start running the ball, kind of mixing in the run, so on and so forth. But definitely want to add more stuff to what I'm doing. Never too late in the year to kind of add new concepts. Off-meta concepts at that. You don't see a lot of people doing stuff that I run.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium.
I like about the Raiders, I got the speed to match up with most of these teams on defense.
Under clear, sunny skies, we are ready for football. And we're underway at Hard Rock. D.S. Criggs to return it. And
He still got hit. He thought he was going to be smart and get out in front of it. He took himself out of position.
Things are somehow not sinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead. Go ahead.
We hit.
Thrown right away, Tagovailoa.
Oh, yeah, I got speed to match up with him, bro. Thought I was bluffing.
Jack Jones has got it. And the Raiders force the turnover on the first series of this game.
I'm throwing it deep to Tyreek on me.
There it is, partner. Tough to resist starting the game with a deep shot. I know you know that. It is aggressive, but also very high risk, high reward.
It is, Kate, and you know as an offensive player, especially as a quarterback, you go to bed that night, these plays are scripted. You're going to come out, you're going to take a shot.
But you don't got the speed to match up with me.
The Raiders parlay the interception into points. And now the Raiders are going to go for 2. They give it to the back.
Stop run committing. Stop run committing in a weak box, bro. I got a lead block.
Well, he sensed it was the right time to be aggressive and go for it. You know, such a boost for a team when you could follow up a touchdown by outplaying the defense and adding an extra 2.
Take advantage of his speed.
And will end as a touchback.
Get a custom playbook.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got Smith.
Let's go.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 1st down. Here's Tua. Throw right side. Caught by Smith. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Tagovailoa on 1st down.
Oh, come on.
It's a complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Working quickly here. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
You can only dink and dunk for so long.
Kind of completion right there on 1st down.
It's going to start taking me toe.
The playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Complete out to the right. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. From the red zone now. He has it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only 1 on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Flushed out of the pocket. This one is tipped away and incomplete.
Play that field gets short. Speed don't do you no good on the short field.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa.
Good KO.
Right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and goal. Tua now from the gun.
Good fucking D.
First half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Raiders return this one to the 10 before that return is halted. Well, they had one
All that little dinking dunking with all that speed, that shit ain't gonna do no good.
Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, and so work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down. The pitcher does to get you an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. You know, by the way, a few style points and added to the stat sheet with the INT.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun. It's O'Connell. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers.
Safety ain't good enough to play man.
Near the marker, looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. O'Connell here from the gun. Short pass brought in. He gets it
What kind of tilt you looking for? Usually, if you just watch the screen, you might learn something.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another throw for O'Connell. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Trying to give Keaton a chance.
No luck finding
Trying to
his
give
receiver
Keaton a
that time.
chance.
So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Red, yellow. Let's go now. Blaster, stay. Ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. This ball's cut by Bowers.
This guy,
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken.
he's sitting man coverage all game, bro.
Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Catch that.
But a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's like he's shading underneath.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready.
Ritter.
If I can get a block, I've got him.
Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd down, here's O'Connell. Made the throw as he was
Wasting your time, blitz, and I throw it too fast, dude.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion.
I'm trying to. He didn't even cover his
Hit
ears.
him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll go, O'Connell.
You gotta keep him.
As the coverage comes through, 4th down stage.
They put my better receiver in the slot for that. And put my tight end.
Do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Tagovailoa on 1st down.
You gonna try my user anyway.
Find this one. And this is going to end up.
Tyreek, you're not outrunning me, bro. Like, stop.
Just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready. Turbo 1. Ready.
Tua off the play fake. Lays out. What a catch. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
20 TX.
A-Chain on the inside give. He found a gap to take this down to the 28.
All right, let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second down carry for A-Chain. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Taken in by Smith. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Ready.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. On the move, headed right. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Clock running, Dolphins will hurry to the line.
Watch it, Oscar.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa.
It's good defense.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Fuck off me. Look, they still get short. You got no one big enough down there.
Back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I guess that has to change something up here.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Trap 60. Here we go. Check go.
Throwing from near his own goal line.
Stop shading underneath, bitch.
Makes the grab and bounds left side. And he does quite a finally take him down. Well, so much for seeing a safety, Brock. Things have totally changed now on 1st and 10 across midfield.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's stay 19. Go.
From the gun, O'Connell. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about
what?
closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing with a blitz on the way.
Stop shading underneath, bitch.
He has the first
Stop shading underneath. Who's telling you to do that shit? Fucking dummy. I know you're shading underneath. Man, it's so easy to beat, bro. Like, once you figure out how people are shading, it's a wrap. Look at Bowers just strong arming them. Go. Stop playing man, dummy.
Well, they really have this defense on its heels, Brock. Still the opening half, but a couple of touchdowns now, and a perfect 2 for 2 on 2-point tries.
Yeah, this defense, they're picking up the scraps. They're not doing anything wrong. This offense, though, they sure are. Scoring touchdowns and then 2-point conversions to top it off. You know, part of the reason you don't see this a lot, Kate, is you only have so many 2-point plays in the arsenal, and they're using them here very early.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Go ahead.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw.
You're trash.
This one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Trying to connect to a Tyreek Hill there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Listen up. Get set. Hut.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Hits it through the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense.
It's like, ooh, what's he gonna do?
The offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Yeah, ready.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. And they don't connect
Took that
there,
little
so
go-to
6
route away
seconds
from him.
remaining.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate.
Yeah,
You know,
we're
once he
playing
senses
field
pressure,
goals.
he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who
He
can
just trying to get
close
on the
quickly
board.
to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He left me 2 seconds on the clock. Better not be doing no stupid shit like shading underneath. I know that for
Expect him
sure.
to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily
Wanna
take
catch
this
that.
and finish off the drive with points.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. One last play before the break.
Let's go. 6. Mega. Hut.
Looking to throw.
He shaded underneath.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on to the
Bowers.
pass. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25.
Ready up.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Ritter. He's trying to go deep again.
It's too easy.
Getting downfield. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Let's go. Check smash.
Keeping it on the
I
ground.
know.
And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner.
Dude, he an Xbox player. He don't know how to play no defense, dude.
The Raiders kick
You really thought playing cover zero shading underneath was going to help you? Like, that was dumb. Oh, you don't want the ball?
And that one hit the
Oh,
landing
they
zone
fuck.
first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, get set. Out.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Ooh, he got hit
Get
as
him
he
with
was
that cover
throwing, and
5 adjustment.
surprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down
Take
coming
that
up.
Steeler cross away.
Get set. Go ahead. Ready, set.
2 and out from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophical. Stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a
Oh, no, they get him
Right
yet
to
again.
me.
And the Raiders take...
It's just too easy, bro. Like, why are you playing man cover zero and shading? Like, underneath of all things, my guy. Like, it's really just like you see stuff enough, man, you know how to attack it. Again, like I said, just kind of give y'all the concept so it just kind of just resonate with you, you know? Like, it don't matter. There's certain things versus man that you can use to kind of change the flow of the game. You know, like I said, I'm always big on them little hitch routes. Like the hitch routes this year, number one, you can't press them. That's like the first and foremost thing. So I can kind of show you, you know, if someone tries to press it, like you're not really going to press it. He's just going to turn around and, you know, basically box you out, right? So I just show you a example. If I can find a two-man, most two-man is usually press. So usually if it just presses, like if I just throw a hitch at it, you can't press it. See how he just turns around, he just kind of pivots you out. Just kind of show you again. Damn sure can't press the tight end. He just pivots you out and boxes you out. That's why I like hitch routes versus man. Like on the outside, I want to get over the top. Like I might do, you know, run something like 2 corners and then motion over. So I might do a concept like that. I haven't done that a lot on stream, but I do that off stream sometimes, where basically you take the number 1 and number 2 corner out, and then you force the 3, 4, and the 2 safeties to kind of do something, and then their user, he's in a bad spot because that running back, he an option. If you got a fast running back, you can definitely do some damage. You know, just some stuff like that. Just kind of show you the smoke screens and shit. They take the number 1 and number 2 corner out. I don't got to worry about him. I don't got to worry about him. So now I can look downfield and focus on the corner out. You see Rock Bowers, he's open. Keaton opens up a little late. I don't have a corner on the outside no more downfield because the little smoke screens. So you play man a lot, you can use routes like that to kind of basically just take their players out of the game. As you see, you know, mainly on stream, I use this one the most. Is like my go-to one because you get the option, which most of it, look at there. That shit just destroys it because that version can take either shape, whether they go inside, if they shade inside or outside, it takes both of them. So if they shade inside, then obviously Keaton's route is going to be the go-to. If they shade outside, you can just hit Bowers over the top. So, I mean, it's like a double-edged sword. You just kind of lead it inside, just give them enough room to clear the safety. But obviously, that's my go-to. There's different ways you can run it. You can do double smash, do the bird, bring them over there, right? You catch them off guard. And there's just so much shit that they got to worry about. So there's different ways you can attack it schematically. You know, it's just, are you willing to make the adjustments? Now, another thing is you don't necessarily got to do everything symmetric, right? So let's say I like the concept over there on that side, and I'm going to rock with it, right? But on the backside, let's say I might want to hitch and then keep that vertic. So now that hitch is sitting there. He's going to take him out of the play. But now I can just kind of still attack that shit on the side, that side of the field. Now, if they fuck around and get Bowers some decent abilities, bro, he's already my go-to. But he can definitely do some damage. So there's just some ideas that you guys can, use just off the hitch. Like if they're off press, obviously if they're playing cover zero, the safeties in man coverage. You find out, are they in a nickel, are they in a dime, are they in a base? If they're in a base, you can do either in a 2x2 as the hitch, because you ain't got to worry about it getting pressed, so you're going to get guaranteed 5 yards. If you're dealing with like a nickel, you probably want to attack the safety side, which is usually the tight end, and hit him with it. Easy 5 yards. Then they'll start having to respect it. They might have to put like an adjustment to it. And then once they start adjusting, then you can change your route. I wouldn't necessarily do the same thing every play, like change the route every now and then, just kind of keep them honest. You don't want to sit there and run the same exact route unless you're just playing somebody that's completely brain dead. Just kind of throw a route here and there, just kind of shake them off a little bit. Nothing too serious, fellas. It's not hard. Just got to be able to process the information.
Coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium.
I haven't really had a game where I had to really overthink too much. Like people run basic coverages and shit against you and think, oh, I'm going to play man and shade on you all game. Okay, well, you watch my channel, you see how bad I destroy man coverage. Like, I had a game, Aiden had damn near 600 passing yards before the halftime against a man spammer. Doing all that jumping you want to.
Unfortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
Look at Tyree.
Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
13. Hey.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh,
There
no
you go, Crosby.
chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack. Now Jackson on 4th down.
Oh, pressure burst pipes. Let's go.
Not gonna work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Right to the air is O'Connell. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Throwing on second down. O'Connell. He gets this one to Tucker. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Third down. 3 to go. From the gun, it's O'Connell. And this ball incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Just pick a play, dude. There's 2 seconds left. Jesus fucking Christ. Have an IQ.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. He'll get this to the rookie from Tennessee. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28. O'Connell to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll run, and this is Dylan Lowby. Finding
Stop asking and spamming, bro. Bum.
on display. He's in. Dylan Lowby. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance and contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
180! 180! Ready, shot! Middle! Shot!
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
180! Ready, shot! Hey! Change it.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He runs with it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
DC, right? 180. Ozzy, right? You.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
13. No, we changed it. Report. Hey, middle. Shot.
Second down, Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go.
Yeah, just run right into Crosby. That's a great fucking idea. Great fucking idea.
Exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
You at X. Go.
Jackson from the gun on third down. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Hey, middle. Shut up.
Jackson looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard.
You.
They'll run. It's Henry. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run there in the red zone. It's first down. Play action now. Jackson.
Slap that out of there.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
That is like the dumbest thing that you can do. Man, happy New Year, bro.
Through the end zone.
Other people kick it out of bounds. Number 30 for free.
Up here, first and 10. To throw is O'Connell. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Here we go, set.
On first and 10, here's O'Connell. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
A second down throw for O'Connell. Hit as he throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. He's going to let one go. Looking for Myers. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. And he missed it.
Too much power.
It's no good. So we've
Good
reached
that they
halftime.
just I don't think too many field goals.
Out in front, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. O'Connell going to throw on 1st and 10. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Man, and Brock Bowers up is suicide. Man, and Brock Bowers up with a safety is fucking overkill to yourself. Safeties cannot play man. I'll say it once, I'll say it 1,000 times, and I'll die on the fucking hill by myself when I say it, because it's fucking true. Safeties should not be playing man. And the fact that he keeps coming out and he can hear me. Yeah, I know you can hear me. But the fact that you keep coming out in it just shows you how fucking dumb you are.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Hey, report! Report! Go ahead.
Jackson now. And he can't hang
Try a little Richardson ball there. No homo. That motherfucker play that slide perfect for me. Exactly what I need him to do.
Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Oh, you gotta pick that off, Phelps.
It's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, Ozzy! Sit on! Sit on! Hey!
Now, Jackson. And he got it.
A perfect boom, no fumble.
No, we changed it. 13. Yeah.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry.
I don't want to keep breaking tackles. It means I get to lay more hits on them.
Business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
What is it? Middle.
No motion over Flowers. Jackson up top again.
Oh, I'm holding a pick!
Chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Hey! You change it.
Again, it's Jackson. A throw, left side,
Fucking tight on ability.
and he will get into the end zone. Mark Andrews, touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now O'Connell over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Let's go. 13, pioneer.
Throwing on 2nd down. O'Connell. That's caught by Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
That's caught downfield by Tucker. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line.
18 rep. 18 rep. Ready. 69.
On 1st down, it's O'Connell. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Half to 60. Half to 60. Holding 70. 19 Lions.
On play action, O'Connell. Off he goes. And he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside.
So you got him in a fake ass cover 0. He's trying to zone everything off. Got him right where I want him. All sides. Go ahead, pick it off, run it back, run it back. Yeah, run it back, run it back. Yeah. Waste all his stamina.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
No lobby.
He's going the wrong way. Drop back at the 7.
At this stage in the
Alright, here's the other major for it.
Understanding exactly what the offense is
Do a
trying
couple
to
of
do. They're trying
options.
to lead the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Cover 0 beater.
He'll check this down to the running back. And he turns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Throwing here on 3rd. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy
Take the points, you got a defense.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. You. No, we changed it. Shut up.
They'll drop to throw. A pass. Pulled in.
Loss of a yard.
Hey, move.
Here comes 2nd down.
Report. Report. Hey, middle. You at X. Touch.
Back to throw. Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Raven first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
A first down throw for Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Here's Jackson. And this is
15 seconds.
They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked the clock perfect.
That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Out of a shotgun, O'Connell. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Well, don't worry. I'm surprised the amount of people don't know how to play defense in this game. Go fucking cover 4 drop. Thank you. Fucking dummy. It's not a prevent defense. That's why y'all tune into this channel, bro. Clutch wins like that. He thought he had the game. Alright, fellas. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure that you subscribe, turn your notifications on. You never know what kind of tips you might be getting, man. I might showcase something one day, showcase something different the next day. Just really depends on the mood and how I'm feeling. But as usual, man, appreciate y'all tuning in. I will catch y'all later.